Hey guys, what's up? What year is it? I'm a little confused. I remember having this exact same problem about 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, where my social media was 100% dominated by political viewpoints. And I'm not against that. I think we're very fortunate to live in a society where we're allowed to express those opinions and thoughts and beliefs. But if we go back to history and we look at wars in particular, there's one of the three things that cause conflict or war, and that is love, religion, or politics. And oftentimes they cross over. So about 3 years ago, when we had our last presidential election here in the United States, I remember going through and specifically being stunned by some of the things that family members and close friends were posting, and the things that were coming out of their mouth, the things they were quoting. I made the mistake of sending a link to a very, very good friend of mine, sort of debunking something that she had posted on Facebook, just with a FYI. And I didn't even post it. I sent it to her. So it wasn't even like a, hey, check your sources kind of a thing. It was an email saying, hey, FYI, this isn't true. And she unfriended me. And we've known each other 8 or 9 years. So that to me was a very big indicator of don't do that. Don't do that. Just either scroll by it, or if you happen to see it and it's something you don't agree with, just recognize that that's their beliefs. And I found probably the easiest thing to do is to temporarily block them. I don't unfriend them or unfollow them or anything like that, but I will just block them for the time being. And this I found was a great strategy when it came to Twitter during the presidential election, because that seems to be, for whatever reason, the place where people vent the most. It's so easy to just, type out a quick sentence and off you go. People are unwilling to have an open dialogue with you. And as much as I'm willing to speak with them, they wouldn't be willing to speak with me. Or if they are citing something to me that I know for a fact is untrue, I have a big problem with that. And you can't force your viewpoint down my throat if you're not willing to listen to my viewpoint as well. So I find that for the harmony of my friendships and the peace of my social media feeds and so forth, it's just easier to block it. And I'm seeing such nasty things already. We haven't even picked a Democratic candidate yet, and it's out of control. It's gotten to the point where I don't even want to log on anymore. And some of the viewpoints that family have are mind-blowing to me. And I'm not saying pro or con, or I'm staying in the middle for this video. But I just guess what I'd like to say the most with this particular video is, think about what you're posting before you post it, and think about who's going to see that. And also, if you are posting something that is about the candidate or the person's personal life, make sure you've checked your sources. Make sure that you have double checked your sources, because there's a lot of misinformation going around. And there's a lot of things that a lot of people take as the gospel, and it's since been shown to be untrue. So I think, it might be time to start blocking, and just temporarily, just until we come to a decision. And it doesn't mean I don't love the person anymore. It doesn't mean that I don't want to see what's going on in their life or anything like that. It just means that for my own well-being and my own peace of mind, I don't necessarily need to know if they're Republican, Democrat, Independent, and whatever else is, I'm not listing right now. I don't need to know that. I just need to know that you're in my life and you're a positive influence. So with that said, I want to remind you guys to please be kind to one another always, including on social media. And guess what? I got a new battery for my clicker, so you don't have to see me do this anymore. If you're wondering, I'm wearing the Shane Glosson lip gloss. I know you weren't wondering, but that's okay. Bye, guys.